From the land down under, with the rock at its centre, comes the little Aussie watchman. Epstein and the Secret Service. First indication that the intelligence services were involved in their Jeffrey Epstein sexual extortion case came in April 2017 at the successful confirmation hearings of Alexander Acosta for Labor Secretary under Donald Trump. Acosta was asked at the hearings, was the Epstein case going to cause any problems? Acosta, as Attorney General for Florida, had given Epstein an extremely light sentence for his sexual crimes. Acosta's answer? He cut the non-prosecutional deal with one of Epstein's attorneys because he had been told to back off, that Epstein was above his pay grade. I was told Epstein belonged to intelligence and to leave it alone. At the time, that seemed a sufficient answer. Nobody followed the rabbit trail, the obvious question, i.e., why were intelligence services involved with Epstein? Since the recent rearrest of Jeffrey Epstein, July the 8th, 3 separate CIA-connected individuals have linked Jeffrey Epstein with the Israeli Mossad. This may be propaganda in itself, but I'll go through their statements. The first is Phillip Greiner. He is an ex-CIA counterintelligence officer. He claims that given the multiple video cameras and microphones found in Epstein's Florida mansions, this smacks of a sophisticated intelligence service compiling material to blackmail prominent politicians and other public figures. But whose intelligence service, he asks, the CIA or the Russian FSB? Giraldi doesn't believe so. He suspects the Israeli Mossad, given Epstein's association with Ghislaine Maxwell, who procured the young girls for him. Ghislaine is the daughter of Robert Maxwell, who is believed by many to have been a Mossad spy. At his funeral, for example, the Israeli Prime Minister said, "He has done more for Israel than can today be said." Mossad would have exploited Epstein's contacts, arranging their cooperation by having Epstein wining and dining them, while flying them off to exotic locations, providing them with women and entertainment. If they refused to cooperate, it would be time for blackmail, photos and videos of the sex with underage women. Then there is Robert Steele, also an ex-CIA officer. He says, I remain of the view that Jeffrey Epstein is a Mossad clandestine operations officer, assisted by Mossad clandestine operations officer Ghislaine Maxwell, and that their mission is to do precisely what they have been doing, is to entrap US politicians, judges, celebrities, prosecutors and corporate leaders with rigged, no-name hotels in the multi-cabin Lolita Island where anything goes, and the Mossad gets it all on video. Grown people doing bad things to small children. Robert Steele also uses Epstein's close association with Ghislaine Maxwell as proof of this statement. He claims, I further believe that because Epstein has been on the job, that both the CIA and the FBI have been associated with this job and sharing the take. It is more important to them to be able to blackmail as many people as possible to keep their budgets growing than it is to stop traitors, pedophiles and white-collar criminals. And then there is Steve Pieczenik. His main claim to fame was that he was Deputy Assistant Secretary of State under Henry Kissinger, Cyrus Vance and James Baker. His expertise includes foreign policy, international crisis management and psychological warfare. He served the presidential administrations of Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan and George Bush. Steve is a lot more definitive about the Mossad connection. He says, the Mossad incurred so many operatives that were involved with pedophilia under the Epstein ring and under the NXIVM ring, goes all the way, with the 2 Bronfman daughters that you're talking about, thousands of people. Now it also goes all the way up into the presidency. It goes into the Bush family, Bush Jr., Jeb. It goes into the Clintons. As we know, Hillary, Bill Clinton, who's a pathological liar to the nth degree, to Obama, who had a history of homosexuality and pedophilia, all the way down to the Bushes and beyond that. Jeffrey Epstein was a willing operative. He willingly was involved in pedophilia. The Israelis knew that. They created his storyline. They made believe that he was a billionaire. Wexner was a theoretical backup man to him. However, in the clandestine world of intelligence, there are always sleights of hands to take the public off the scent. Whatever Epstein was involved in, it was significant and implicates a significant number of high-profile public figures and highly influential non-public figures. Will we get to the bottom of it? I doubt it. But I hope Trump push the justice system for the whole truth. Let us hope that Trump himself is not mixed up in this whole sexual blackmail system given his past.